Welcome to Campsite Defense. Today, we are going to be seeing what happens when you shoot various cartridges at a 2-inch thick cast iron manhole cover. We got various cartridges that we're going to be shooting at this thing today, anywhere between 9mm to 8mm or 7.92 by 5.7. What are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen to this thing when we start throwing rounds at it? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get started. All right, first up, we just got a Glock 18X, or Glock 19X, sorry. And it's chambered in 9mm. Got a nice little hollow sun on it. So let's see what we can do here. Oh. Yep, looks like we got a hit.
Up next is the Henry Big Boy Model X, chambered in .357 Magnum, with Ranger Point Precision Furniture and a little LVPO. It's a 1-4, so let's hit this manhole with a couple .357 rounds and see if they can do anything to it. Up next is the Stoeger M4000 semi-automatic shotgun, and I put in a 1 1/4 ounce rifled slug and see if that can dent it or something. 12 gauge rounds are pretty soft, so it really shouldn't do much.
Another look at this, so we can see our 12 gauge round right there. You know, there's a little dent, but that's about it. Then we got our two 357 rounds right here. Nothing really going on there. 9mm right here, and it's quite literally nothing. And if you look how thick this thing is, obviously it's not. It's probably here, you know, because the back is, I don't know, little, it's not solid. So, but so far, nothing's really been able to do much of anything to this thing. All right, let's move on to the 5.56 round. Onto the rifles. I got a 6 Hour M 400 shooting 5.56. These are just 55 grain, nothing too crazy. If we don't get much, I do got some green tip, some of those little spicy rounds, so we'll see what happens there. But for now, let's just hit a couple with the 5.56. Get a couple in there, kind of see what happens, huh? So actually we're starting to get somewhere. You can see the 5.56 rounds, and yeah, there's definitely a good old dent in there. Dang, we're actually starting to get some progress on this thing. That is one strong piece of metal. All right, well, let's move on up and see what we get next with the see, we're gonna go 7.62 by 3.9 out of an AK. We got just AK, run of the mill, nothing fancy, nothing special, but let's see what these 7.62 by 3.9 are gonna do here. We'll hit it with a couple. Working. Okay, there we are. Can't tell if I hit it or not. Maybe I think I got it. All right. Checking it out again. So it looks like I got 2 hits with the AK here and down here, and honestly 5.56 definitely did a lot better. I guess that's what speed does with metal, you know. It's actually quite amazing going from this right here, the 9 mil, all the way up to, you know, some AK rounds or even 5.56 that have a good little, I don't know if you can really see how far that went in, and that versus that, which just kind of scratched the surface a little bit more. But let's move on to the last cartridge, which is a 7.92 by 5.7. So we're talking 8mm Mauser. All right, let's see what that thing will do to this. Last but not least, we have a 1944 Turkish Mauser, chambered in 8mm or 7.92 by 5.7. So let's see what we can do here. Of course, I get the one that doesn't want to work right for me. Just load them up. And we'll just go 3. 3 rounds should be enough, huh? Oof, that was a good hit. Let's go again. Nice. Let's see, one more. Yep. Oof. Yep. Hell yeah. That is a beautiful rifle and probably one of the smoothest actions I've ever felt. They don't really make them like they used to, do they? Checking out the Manhole again, and it looks like right here we got, damn, 8 mil. Hit that thing pretty good. Definitely put and here's another one, big hole in it. But still, we're not really, I was expecting this thing to crack or something, but no, it's just taking it. Yeah, let's go look at some green tip and see what green tip can do. We got some 62 grain green tip. I just loaded up, so I guess we're just gonna hit it with all and see what happens. At this point, the thing ain't cracking, so here we go. Alright, that's 17 rounds, so we'll go see what happened to it. Hopefully we got something from it. Nothing. Not even green tip. You can see him here all over the place, but no, that thing did not. This I think we got, no, not even a little crack there. This thing legitly has just taken everything we've thrown at it. I mean, I guess we could get some bigger cartridges, but for what we got, this thing ain't cracking. Let's check out the back and see if there was anything on the backside. And yeah, no, of course not. Just plain as day, but I guess that's with 2-inch thick cast iron. Well, I guess if you can get a manhole cover, then you're pretty bulletproof if you want to lug around 150, 200 pounds of just metal. All right, well, that's the video for today. We'll see if we can come up with anything bigger and try this again at some other point. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time.